Welcome to your students. In this video, we will read about poem number 5, The Ball Poem by John Berryman. John Berryman, who was an American poet and scholar, and he is best known for the Dreams songs, which was a sequence of 385 poems. He has also won the Pulitzer Prize for the Dream Songs and the National Book Award as well. Through this poem, the Ball Poem, he has described the reality of life which everyone has to face one day. He has touched the topic of how to stand up against the miseries and sorrows of life. He wants to convey the acceptance of loss as the most elemental lesson of human life. On this note, I would want you all to just think once and let me know in your minds. I'll understand. So let us just think about something which is inevitable, the loss in life. We often lose something or the other on daily basis, and losing something is never a happy thing. It always pinches us and it always gives us a sorrowful feeling, but only if it is not replaceable. If a thing lost is something which is less in value and easily replaceable, I am sure that even you all would not really be disturbed and hurt that badly if you lose something which is irreplaceable, and if it is a thing, then quite expensive to purchase it again. But the boy in this poem is a young boy who loses a ball, a small ball, and he is very upset, although the ball doesn't cost much and it is not even difficult to buy another ball. Yet he is very upset and disturbed throughout the poem. So let us find out why he is so upset, and let us find out why he is not able to get out of the pain and overcome his sorrowfulness. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over. There it is in the water. In these 4 lines of your first stanza from the poem, the entire poem is into one complete stanza, and these are the first 4 lines from that, where the poet has called this boy a third person as he has addressed him as he, and himself as the first person, and the speaker and the narrator of the scene, I. So he is the boy here and I is the poet himself. So he is describing the scene where he could easily see that the boy who has lost his ball seems to be really upset, and the poet is the witness of the entire incident where he has seen the ball merrily bouncing down and going inside the water. What is the boy now? Does not refer to the change in status or existence of the boy, but to the sudden change in the boy's feelings. It means that how does he feel now after losing his ball? Because there are 2 things that we as readers of the poem should understand and comprehend this clearly in our heads, that number 1, this boy is a young one who is not really familiar with the mechanical and with the materialistic world. He is yet too innocent to actually judge the price of the ball, because for him this ball is not just a small ball of 10 rupees or any amount which is small and easily purchasable again, but no, to him this ball has been something, a reason of his happiness, a reason to play with, a reason, uh, all related to his memories that he had spent time playing with the ball. So after losing this, of course, the child does not feel good, because he is not able to understand the mechanical world and the easily replaceable thing. For him, this particular ball has got something more to do with. In these lines, the boy's ball has bounced across the street and plopped into the water, and the boy has lost the ball forever, because there's absolutely nobody who can get inside the water and get the ball back to him. And which is why the boy is deeply hurt and deeply saddened over the loss of his ball. The poet is trying to create an imagery over here by saying that the ball which he sees merrily bouncing down the street is the imagery, and we also have got the repetition of what. In line number 2, this what and what is repeated. Also we have got anaphora where merrily and what is repeated. This merrily and what in the first 2 lines are anaphora. And of course there is no rhyming scheme over here. This is a free verse poem where no word matches with the other at the end of the verse, and hence there is no rhyming scheme. In these 4 lines, you as a reader of the poem must understand 2 things. 1, the boy who has been playing with this ball has lost his ball forever. And unlike any other child, this boy is too upset on the loss of his ball. B, point number B, that he is too innocent to understand that the ball is purchasable and he can easily buy another ball, and the ball will be replaced. He is too innocent to judge any of these things, because to him that particular ball was attached to his memories and his good times, spending time with the ball, playing hard with it, and every good thing that was attached along with this ball, he finds it all losing. And that, number C, the poet is watching everything. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy. As he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went, I would not intrude on him. Now, as I said that the poet is the witness of all of this happening right in front of his eyes, but he refuses to intervene in the matter. He refuses to even console the boy. He refuses to even talk to the boy, because the boy, seems to be all rigid and trembling and staring down at the passing of the ball and looking at the harbor where the ball has gone. And the poet is saying that there is absolutely no point in saying that, look, dear boy, there are other balls in the world, so this was not the last ball that you could play with. If you have lost the ball, you will have another one. You can easily go to the market and purchase one. But no, the poet is not at all ready to speak with him and tell him that, look, small child, there are other balls. He says, the poet says, that there is absolutely no point in saying that to this young one, because as I told you earlier, that this ball is something, you know, beyond just a product, beyond something of being just a small ball. It is more attached to his memories. And there is this ultimate grief that has, you know, that has fixed the boy, and he stands rigid. He does not show any movement. He's just too sad and too hurt with the loss of this ball that he is only looking down at the harbor where his ball has gone. And the poet says, I would not intrude on him. Intrude means that he is not going to invade, which simply means that he does not really want to intervene and interfere in the matter, although he sees clearly that the boy is upset and deeply upset, but still he does not want to intervene in the matter. Now, why he does not want to intervene in the matter? Because this poet is giving the boy a chance to understand and overcome his pain on his own. The poet feels that there is no point. Okay, there are certain things that you children need to remember and understand, that he says that there is absolutely no point in explaining anything to this boy. Then the few lines here, ultimate shock and everything, are describing the motionless and the rigid and stiff expression of this boy's sorrow on losing the ball. The poet has also used two contrasting words to convey the boy's affected state of mind. It's out of extreme sorrow that he does not really know how to react and what to feel. He just continues staring down the ball. Okay, he's standing rigid and trembling and staring down. Now, as he stares down the ball, he actually stares down all the memories of boyhood associated with the ball. And that is why this small ball is so special to this boy. Because he is not only focusing on the loss of this small ball, the ball is going off from his hand into the water, but what is upsetting him more, upsetting him the loss of the memories that were attached and associated with the ball. The memories of the games played with this ball have been lost with this loss of the ball. As the ball goes into the harbor, all those memories have also gone down the harbor. And the poet does not wish to disturb the boy and interfere with his thoughts, because he actually wants him to feel and overcome his pain on his own. So, this poet, who is actually seeing and witnessing each and everything, refuses to explain anything to the boy, because he believes that this boy is going to learn how to overcome and how to establish himself yet again on this loss of a ball and loss of some memories associated with the ball on his own. A dime, another ball is worthless. Now he senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. These are some very important lines here, where the poet says he senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. People will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy, and no one buys a ball back. Money is external. Now, these are some of the very important lines from the poem. A dime, which is like 10 cents or something, like you can understand it by taking as a coin. Okay, so a dime, another ball is worthless. Yes, a ball is easily, replaceable, and he could have gone to the market, purchase a ball in only 10 cents. But this another ball that he would purchase would be worthless. Why? Because the new ball would not be attached with the memories that he already have. The new ball is not at all associated with his good times, with his childhood plays. And there, this young boy gets the reality check, gets the realization of the responsibility, of his first responsibility in this particular world of possessions, in this world of belongings, in this world of mechanical things, in this world of monetary things, that people will take the balls, balls will be lost, and that you cannot buy a ball back because money is something which is external. No money can buy you happy times, no money can buy you memories, no money can buy you anything that you can get off your sorrow from within. The moment, the special time, everything that is felt, cherished are beyond money and are beyond purchase, because money is something external, and all the happiness and sorrow and all the feelings and emotions that one feels are all within. It is inside us, more attached to our heart and soul, which no money can give you. It is a materialistic world and is completely defined by the belongings and the possessions or the greed of the human beings. How greedy are we? But in such a world, his ball was his first possession, and the first responsibility has now lied up on his shoulder to actually come out of this and overcome this pain of his. This ball is not just a ball for him. He has lost something for the first time, and that too the ball which is associated with his memories, with all the good times, with all the happy plays. And he has lost it. He's not still realizing that the world is a materialistic world and he can always purchase the next ball, but of course, the ball that he is going to purchase will not be the same like associated with his memories. The balls here in the second last line, balls and balls will be lost, are not only the balls and not just the material belongings. This also symbolizes the relationships. You not just in your life, throughout your life, in the entire journey, we just not lose the worldly possessions, the belongings, or the materialistic belongings. We also lose people we love, people we are attached with, people we immensely love, people we cannot live without. We even lose people. And this small loss of this boy, which according to him is a big one, okay, it's a big loss to this boy, he will now put a step forward in his life with a responsibility that he has understood that loss will happen. Today he is losing a ball, tomorrow it may be something else, and the other day it may be some of the family member, any of the family member or any of the closed one, any friend, any relative, anyone. So the losing will never end, and because this losing will never end, the poet does not want to intervene in the matter, and he wants this boy to learn on his own how to overcome his pain, because today it is only a small ball, tomorrow it may be a big thing that he would have to lose. And here we have got in the last line here in this 5 lines, the last one, buys the ball back is alliteration. Then of course there this balls and balls, which again is a repetition. This balls and balls, and this is alliteration. Okay, and the balls and balls repetition and symbolizing the possession, the worldly possession. Then these are the last few lines of the poem. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes the epistemology of laws, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days, how to stand up. Beautiful lines with deep meaning. He is learning. Who is learning? Of course, the boy is learning. He has already taken a first step towards learning after this one and the first loss of the ball. And this is just one small thing in this journey of life. He's soon going to lose so many things and people that he loves madly. So he's learning. He's already on to his journey and he has started learning. But behind his desperate eyes, why these eyes are still desperate? Because he's still looking into the harbor and being sad at the loss of the ball going into the water, and the memories attached with the ball also going into the water. So he's learning this epistemology. Now what is this epistemology? The nature and the theory of loss. Okay, he's going to understand, he's learning the actual nature of loss, and that it is permanent, it is inevitable. You can't escape from losing something or the other. And he is learning how to stand up like many other people in the world, those who lose every day something or the other. And they have understood how to stand up out of all odds, how to lose and yet continue with life with the same spirit, how to lose and yet overcome the pain and then again stand up for the life. So this losing, according to John Berryman, is permanent. And this behind his desperate eyes also refers to the mental status of the boy, okay, where his mind is actually analyzing the situation and he's trying to gather all the hope and courage inside him to overcome his pain. And they are frantically following or searching for the ball, and what remains behind is the memories attached with the ball. So this knowledge, the theory, the nature of loss is being learnt by the boy. The poet stresses the fact that the boy has to know what loss feels like and to emerge victorious out of it. On his own, the poet does not want to intervene. He still does not want to help the boy to understand or explain anything to him. He wants the boy to get out of it on his own courageously, because this is a part of life. Everyone must know how to rise from his own ashes. Whenever you feel low, you should have the power and strength to control your mind and emotions and get out of the pain and any situation. So to stand strong is the moral of the poem, and the theme that losing is a part of your life. You will lose something, you will lose people, you will lose many things in your life, but that does not mean the life is coming to an end. You must always have the courage to stand and rise from your own ashes and face the world and move ahead in life. The poet wants the readers to never let your spirit die in any circumstance that you fall in or any situation you are in. Just like this ball, we all lose so many things. We all lose people we love. But till the time we have our lives, we are not supposed to give up. The courage should be there, the spirit should be there, and you alone can fight for yourself. You alone can have the stamina and strength to overcome the pain. Unless you wish, nothing can help you. No one can help you. And that is why the poet did not help the boy, because he wanted him to learn on his own, because his words would not console him. Only he, the boy, could have consoled himself and gathered his courage and move on in life. So this poem has got this deep meaning and a deep moral of worldly possessions. Losing worldly possessions, you may love them madly. We all are attached and associated with the things that we have in our life, whether it is a small thing or a big thing, a house or a small part of the house, even your bag, anything, it might be anything. And of course the people we love, but unfortunately the loss in life continues. We almost every day lose something or the other, and this losing is a part of your life, is a part of your existence. So you alone can help yourself, and you must never lose hope. You must never give up in any situation, and you must always know how to redeem yourself and stand against all the losses that you bear, and yet to move on in your life happily and courageously. Now, in the small gist, if we talk, that this poem is about a small or a young little boy who has lost his ball, okay, and he keeps on looking at the ball which is going down the harbor, and the boy is associated with the ball so much. Why is unhappy? Because that particular ball is attached with the memories of his and the memories of the boy of playing along with this ball, okay, and that is why he's standing silently, rigidly, trembling, feeling bad on the loss of this ball. But the poet does not want to console him with his words that, look, dear child, there are other balls in the world and you can always buy a new ball. But of course that new ball would not be associated with the same memories, and hence the boy is really upset. But the poet says that he has started learning. He has put that first baby step into the journey of the life, where this boy is soon going to understand the epistemology of loss, that it is inevitable, and that although things are replaceable, you may have new things, you may have new people in your life, friends come, friends go, everything keeps on happening in life. But whatever happens, whatever you lose, you must understand that it is your duty and your responsibility to overcome the pain, to overcome the loss, and redeem yourself courageously, victoriously, and stand up from your ashes again in life. So these are some of the harsh realities that happen with everyone, not just one, with all of us. We all are in the same boat, sailing on the same boat, and we all lose, we all stand up, and that is how life should be. You should not give up on anything. Be courageous, be strong, accept the realities, and keep moving while redeeming yourself. Thank you so much.